What's up, guys? Horror DJ back with another Battlefield video. This time it's the very next game from the last one. I was hoping to get a full game in, but as you see at about like 11 and a half minutes or so, I get completely booted out of the game. It happens from time to time. I mean, it happens in every game. And I was really worried because I started this game off and jumped in a Jeep in the gunner seat. I was thinking, alright, we're going to get down there quick. We'll be able to arm. And Douche Canoe doesn't know how to drive. He just keeps driving it straight into the guardrail. It's fantastic. Whenever I rush, I try to use the assault package. You have ticks, or deaths, basically. You can die, I believe, 75 times on most maps going for the MCOM stations, or, as you can see, A and B. And, so if somebody dies, you can revive them, and it saves you from losing a tick. And, that's probably one of the most invaluable pieces of this game, especially rushing. Yes, I am using the FAMAS, so people are going to call me a noob, whatever. I love the gun. One of the tricks about this game is, people that play a lot of other shooter games just lay on the trigger. You can't really do that in this game because there's a thing called recoil. And, again, I tried to cut out the deaths as much as I could, and I spawned on my teammate down here. The recoil in this game is, obviously it's a first-person shooter on a video game, so it's not going to be realistic. But at the same time, it's more realistic than, other games that I've played. You fire the weapon, you're going to get some muzzle raise. And, it actually, to me, I think it makes the game more fun. You really do feel like, man, if I die here, it's because I screwed up, You don't feel like it's the game just kind of dicking you over, because you have to actually learn how to play the game. It's not a game that just happened. You can't just pick it up and immediately be awesome at it. You need to level your guns up. You need to level, your kits up. You got to patty cake people. You got to revive your squad. Stay together. Try to stay alive. Again, like I mentioned in the last video, if you notice on the bottom left side where your squad mates are, if you're the only one alive and you're pretty close to somewhere, try to stay out of the way. Try to live, so that they can actually spawn on you. And that just makes you stronger as a team. As I was saying in the last video, sniping. It's the bane of all good games. You're basically, especially when you're attacking, you are basically useless. You can point people out if you snipe in a traditional sense. I know people that rush with sniper rifles. Hey, that's cool because if you're good with that gun at close range or medium range, go for it. But for the people that just like to lay back at the spawn and snipe and try to get people that way, you're not doing your team really any good. Sure, you may call out a few targets now and again, but most of the sniper rifles in Battlefield 3 are a 2-hit kill unless you get a headshot. And the hitbox for the headshot is the size of the head. Believe it or not, it's actually a good hitbox in this game. So, from a distance, you're not going to be nearly as accurate as what you would hope. Now, again, there are some people that are really good at sniping, they're really good at calling out targets, and I'm not 100% opposed to somebody sniping in this game if they're communicating with their squad mates and team. But most of the time, people just, I have 5 kills and no deaths, I'm amazing at this game. Yeah, well, you know what? I would much rather have the guy that went, 25 and 15. But he also had 2 plants. He blew up 2 stations. He rushed. He would get into position, or she. I shouldn't say just he, because there are girl gamers out there that kick ass. But those are the type of teammates that I want. The guys that are going to be in the middle of the shit with you. I know it's a little over dramatic. It's not like we're in Vietnam or anything. But those are the teammates that I want. the people that are going to rush with you, the people that are going to stay alive when you die, the people that are going to pick up their squads, you know, for the people that run with the LMGs, the support class, the people that drop the support packages. That's one of the most frustrating things is when you get on a team, you know, you're trying to play as, you know, an assault class, or you're using an SMG and a rocket launcher, and the guys refuse to drop ammo. You know, they just want their LMG and their C4 or their claymores, and they don't care about anybody else. You can't play this game this way. The best players that I've ever seen, you know, in this game, they rock it out for their team. You know, there's a couple maps where there's some advantageous positions and a couple vehicles that are a little overpowered. The Takajishi, whatever, I don't know, it's on one of the maps where it's basically a giant machine gun that just sits there and fires bullet after bullet after bullet. You know, people will go 35-0 in that. Yeah, defending, that's great, because you're definitely helping your team get the ticks down. But, again, you know, like the people in the chopper, this guy's actually doing a good job. I think he kills me 2 or 3 times in this game. I cut out a couple of them because I just ran and died. But, you know, if you're using the vehicles to actually help your team, other than to just fly in circles like the jets, most of the people that are in the jets, the only thing they're concerned about is other stuff in the air. That doesn't really do anything for anybody. When I fly a chopper, especially if I have gunners with me, I try to just circle the main area. You know, let those people fire down on them. Actually help the team. Here it kind of looks like I'm camping, but actually in this game, camping is allowed. As long as you're trying to win. To me, like in Call of Duty, camping is annoying. You know, people just want to find a corner and sit in it and never die or never do anything. In this game, if you're camping to support your team to win, I'm all for it. You know, and you get killed by a guy that's laying in a corner waiting for you to come around and arm an MCOM station, good for him, because he's probably bored. Because if that's the only kill that he gets the whole game, but at least it stopped you from, you know, actually arming the bomb or, you know, helping defend the bomb for their team, hey, that's good on you, man. If you can be bored the whole game, I have no problems with that. A couple tips right here on this map. Damen Van Peak. This is probably one of the coolest things in the game. The very first time I played this map, I had no idea what was going on. It's like, get down there. Find the maps, and I'm like, well, should I jump? I didn't see a road to get down there. Yeah, you gotta jump. But when you do jump, try to pull your ripcord as close to the bottom as you can. Because there's going to be guys sniping, trying to pick you off while you're still floating down in the air. Coming up here, I have a pretty ill-advised plant, and I think I was just kind of caught up in the moment thinking that my teammates were going to spawn on me. Like, I had one guy just spawn on me, so that's cool, and he actually saves my ass here. Mid-sprint, you know, I was going to die, but he totally saved me there. I arm the bomb, and I know that there's only 2 of us there. It's kind of a dumb thing, but the way that the other team had been playing, it's been working out. And, of course, I faced the wrong way. So I got shot in the back. You know, and they immediately disarm. But that's cool, you know, that's part of the game. I spawned on my teammate, and because it looked like he was in the middle of something, he was shooting his gun. And I realized he was back up at the top. That sucked. So now I gotta run back through here and jump down the giant cliff face again, which it sucks, but again, that's pretty cool. It's still, every time you jump off of it, it's a little bit of a rush. You kind of feel like you're really skydiving. Not really. Yeah, the game's actually, I got about a minute and a half left or something. And it really pisses me off because I was having a good game. You know, I'd already blown up one comp station. I had this one. I get the next one. Spoiler alert. I get the next one that we go after. And, you know, just killed a guy. Got killed. Was going to spawn on a teammate or get picked up either way. And I noticed that he was just kind of running in place. This is an example of what I talked about in the last video. I see these people and they're a little bit far away. Yeah, I went ahead and fired. It's not going to hurt anything here. But, I wasn't going to get the kill because you pretty much at that distance, you need to get all your bullets on all the time. I got a couple hit markers and that was about it. But I noticed that my teammates had spawned on me. So I jumped down and tried to get in the building with them. The call out button. There's on the PlayStation 3, it's your left select button. Use it. Call out your targets, because if you can't kill them, somebody else will, and you will get an assist for spotting them. Just watch your corners too, because again, this is a game where camping's part of the game, and it's not people abusing the way that the game should be played. To me, as long as your team wins, to me in Battlefield. You can have a horrible game, but if you're helping arm, that more power to you. It's the corner campers that sit up at the top of the base and don't really ever move up and don't ever help you get to the objective. That's when it annoys the crap out of me. I can deal with a lot of stupid stuff, especially in Battlefield. For some reason, I don't know, Call of Duty always just makes me want to rage. Every time I die in Call of Duty, it's a whole new game of rage. In this game, hey, it happens, and I'm not ticked off about it. And I think that's just because the game to me is more fun. But yeah, you'll see here, I just die, and looking at he's doing the running man. But that's the end of the game, guys. Later.